So there I've pulled up the data sheet for the UG 2832HSWEGO4 LED display, which is, I hope is the right one used on the explain board. And you can kind of just play around and looking through the files, trying to find stuff and comparisons. That's what I did. So I kind of looked at the initialization sequence in the data sheet, and here he shows, you get started with setting the display off, multiplex ratios, offsets, etc. I don't even know what this stuff means. I haven't got into it yet. Um, but I know there's initialization sequence here, and then this initialization sequence should be somewhere inside this programming somewhere. So I spent some time just hunting around, and I knew that it was the SSD 1306 is the driver chip inside the driving the OLED display, and looking for clues in that, and then I found in the SSD 1306 header. You can see here, the define statements for all these initialization controls. In fact, you can drill right down and like right here, SSD 1306 command set display off. That's like the first one in initialization sequence, which is a hex AE. And so you go down here and you see it right here, 0xAE. So you can see these professionals set up their programs. They do a lot of naming, whereas if I was doing it, I'd probably just go and write down the sequence of hex numbers in my program, and which as a beginner I kind of have to do. But as I start studying all these professionals and see what they do, try to emulate what they do. First, you got to understand it. So, anyways, that's some exploring I was doing, and that's why I kind of like this board, because it has all these programs professionally written, and if there's an area you're interested in my case, the display and the USB, it's another step, just kind of giving you clues as to how these USB protocol works in my case, or the driving OLED display. So just guess what I'll do here is I'll try to program in flash a program in, just changing the display. I've done it already, but here I'm going to try it again, just to show you how to program. So I think what I'll do is I'm just going to go in here and delete. In fact, what I like to do is just go in and just copy this function in case I screw it up, and go back and get everything back to normal. I'm just copying it and remarking it out, so I can always get back to the original function in case I screw something up. I'm just going to delete this first part and just program, and I'm bored. Let me try and build this, see if I screwed anything up. And you occasionally get these warning signs, but this shouldn't be a problem. And I'm going to go ahead and try and program this, and so when you get the programmer, if you get the programmer, you just when you plug it in, it installs its own driver. doesn't seem to be a big hassle. And then when you want to program flash the board, go to Tools, Device Programming, and choose your, in this case, our Mark II programmer. Let's go into our C3 explain board, and they're using this proprietary Atmel PDI interface. And then click Apply. And then to check and see if your programmer is working properly, go ahead and see if you can read your programmer. There we've got the signature and the voltage reading. So we're set up. The programmer is working so far. Then you can go to Memories, and this is where you need to. This is where you're going to program. When you click on Program, first you got to find that hex file that you created when you built. Sometimes I was having problems finding it because of the way I got my file system set up. I'm always lose. I can never figure out where the hell I'm saving stuff half the time. But find this hex file. That's the one you need to program. And I think I have it set up already. So if you got that hex file, just hit Programming, and we flashed it, and see my crappy webcam. You can see they printed out on board. So real basic programming we did there. And if this is to me this is a pretty good value board, especially if you don't have to buy a programmer and you get your bootloader to work and use that flip program. I don't know how good it is, but this still ain't bad even with the programmer. Like I said, there's a lot of example programs in there, and hopefully it's going to help me drive OLED displays and learn some more programming with the USB protocol. See ya.